suck, but I hate to play.
Right?
Like,
Come on.
So
then you got Steve, who doesn't suck so much that
Yeah.
it's a bad thing to play. It's like it's too far in the other direction.
Yeah. I was not winning regardless. Actually, I was winning because I love when people get mad. But what we're going to talk about now is RARI versus
Hey, I mean, if
Izaiah.
you love when people get mad, Duck Hunt Pac-Man might be the place for you. Two characters that can often be a little frustrating to play against. You know what I mean?
Dude, did you know Can is frame 1?
Yeah, I did know that.
Why?
I did. It is a frame 1 combo breaker.
Why does he need that?
I
Actually,
mean,
no,
he
he does need it. He needs it, actually.
You know, I made a Duck Hunt pun last game, and then now we have Duck Hunt on stream.
Hey, kind of the premonition.
Right? Look at that. But Death Watch, Izaiah pushing forward into the bell. It's going to go punished. Can comes out. In a very apt timing.
Yep. Good stuff coming out from the players here. RARI doing a really good job with just kind of passively chipping away at Izaiah. That's going to be really important when it comes to this matchup.
Can just controlling a lot of space there as Izaiah tries to fall back. He gets his bell set up. Does exactly what he wants. But I feel like it's got to be so hard to get any connection off of Bell in this matchup because there's just always something out. There's a Gunman, there's a Clay Pigeon, there's a Can right there. It's hard to find enough space to make the Bell work.
Something you don't see talked about often because you don't see the character often. Can is a kind of a complicated move to work with.
It really is, both against and to use it in your favor.
Yeah. So that's going to be something, if Izaiah is not familiar with it, it's going to come in handy a lot here as RARI is putting on a lot of percentage, just tacking on a lot, and a lot of pressure. There's that Can, like we just talked about, to move on with it. How can we find a stock? We're going to be taking stocks real slow today.
Oh yeah. It's going to be a slow burn the whole way. As the Can threatens and F-Tilt just gets it done.
Yeah.
And yeah, both these characters do have ways to threaten and take early stocks.
Yeah.
But because of the nature that both of them want to stay far away and both of them want to look for those setups, it's going to take even longer than it normally would for either of them individually when put together. Stuck in this corner. The Bell threatening. The Can trying to work his way out and grab a little bit of extra space on the platform. The parry on the Bell. Just to flex on him.
Keeping it moving here. Let's see, what can we find? Like a lot of what RARI is kind of working with here. Just that keep away game, right? Just not allowing Izaiah to really get much started, going coast to coast every single time. But a bad neutral get up on the Bell is going to spell the end for that stock. But Izaiah did a really good job not allowing you to get a lot of extra credit.
63% gets tacked on super quick. 100 different multi-hits connect, and RARI reclaims the lead that he once had. Izaiah's trying to tag it right back, though. The percentage is building much more quick in this stock than it was early on.
Yeah.
As RARI, the F smash on the platform,
that is
rips off the Band-Aid.
That F smash is gross. I hate that F smash.
Yeah, yucky F smash. Gets it done. As the forward air way up high, tacks on a bit of damage for Izaiah, who is not one to make the most aggressive options. We saw in his set versus doorstop earlier.
Yeah.
Typically picks what's safe, picks what's optimal. He's not going to wait and go for a much stronger punish far too often.
Yep.
But you might want to see that type of play coming through in this matchup a little bit more often. You might not have the most opportunities. And RARI's movement has just been really tough to deal with. That's what I was talking about earlier. The Bell setups could be so hard to find, but down air off stage is certainly going to get it done.
The other thing, too, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Duck Hunt can also continue to ping Can even when he's stunned like that. I believe that's what we saw there.
Yeah, he can.
So that's going to be something that's going to, Izaiah's going to have to move really quickly off these Bell setups.
Yeah, he's going to have to find haste with all of them as down air on shield threatens, but RARI stays patient, falls back, he can descend back over. I don't know which way it's going to send. That down tilt on the hydrant to break it up. Clay Pigeon coming out very quick. That move's also extremely, it might also be frame 1.
It is also frame 1.
Because of course.
He needs it.
It's like
he needs
two of like 5 frame 1 options in the game or something.
And 2 of them are on Duck Hunt.
And they're phenomenal special moves.
Yeah,
they're not like a mid jab or something. As the Can doesn't work out in his favor there. RARI is going to be working his way back. The Bell gets it done. it rings twice as Izaiah is able to clean up the second stock with the belt.
Really, really good stuff coming out from Izaiah. Really love the bait as well on that ledge there. We had seen a lot of dashing back and forth on ledge with bell in hand, but not actually letting it rip.
Right.
And there, Izaiah was able to get the bait, make GOCK and RARI think that they're safe, and unfortunately, that bell is going to come at a cost.
Yeah, he really did play a long game with it, which is going to be what both of these players are going to have to do. They're going to have to play that long term. You're dancing right now.
Dude, I love punch-out music.
Yeah, punch-out music hits.
Punch-out music is so fire.
That little guitar riff, hit us with it. You know, might be the kind of set where you want some good music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of time to fill, it's going to be all right. Yep. As this back air on the hydrant is going to stay alive. Hands coming through.
That Gunman is... I love Gunman so much because he stays on the field for so long.
He does. If he gets hit,
he stays on the field for longer.
Yeah, he wants to hang out. He wants to see what's going on. He's just like you and I. He's trying to spectate.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is kind of a hard thing to kind of deal with here because you've got such good set play coming up from GOCK and RARI. You've got the Gunman set up. You've got the can as well. But Izaiah did a pretty good job trying to sneak in and grab it. Unfortunately for him, those frame one options, yet again, just going to be really, really good for GOCK and RARI.
That setup at ledge is just terrifying. Just Can sitting there covers such an interesting slew of options as Izaiah unfortunately placed air dodge and beautiful placement on that down air. GOCK and RARI gets it done. Yeah,
fantastic down air. One of the more inconsistent down airs in the game. I mean, nature multi-hits for this game. So good stuff coming out from GOCK and RARI as they're able to secure it. But now,
when it does hit well.
Yeah, now Izaiah is able to use those fantastic normals to kind of keep on a lot of pressure.
What's in that can, man?
Beans.
Yeah, beans.
Yeah,
so?
beans.
Exploding beans.
You know.
I'll look at it. You know, the classic. The classic. Every duck needs his nice can of exploding beans and a frisbee to play with. Wait a minute. Trying to find that lane, and GOCK and RARI can't find a connection. Izaiah just sets up shop below those platforms. GOCK and RARI sets up shop on top of them. Wait a minute. Big connection. That could have been a fun drag down.
I love everything that GOCK and RARI is doing there with the clay pigeon and the drag downs. But there it is. Fantastic confirm coming out from GOCK and RARI. We're up 3 stocks to 1. Izaiah is looking pretty worse for wear in this game, too.
It's GOCK and RARI with a download or something. That's big damage.
Yeah.
Already up to 51 on this last stock. Can we clean it up in 3-stock fashion? Make it clean, GOCK.
Yeah, I love the get-up attack coming out from Izaiah, though, just stopping another, like, crazy confirm that GOCK and RARI was certainly looking for there. But we're playing around the can. Love playing around the can a lot, but unfortunately, you're going to get grabbed, and this is not looking good if you are Izaiah.
Pressure at ledge is disgusting. He's looking to take the stock right now. F smash gets it done. That's going to do it.
I've never heard the crowd chant for Duck Hunt like that.
I don't think I have either.
I've never.
But they just saying duck?
They're just saying duck, hunt, duck, hunt.
Okay.
Like, what?
I like it, I like it. Manny back on stage, trying to use the can to his advantage. Izaiah looking to do everything he can. You'd think this is a go next kind of game. Yeah. But Pac-Man has that kill power if he can catch GOCK on the back foot one too many times in a row here.
Yep. So we'll see here. There is the up air coming out from GOCK and RARI there. And I do like that Izaiah is playing it super duper slow, not really allowing GOCK and RARI to get a lot going there.
Yeah, because there's time. You can play it at whatever pace you want right now for Izaiah.
So, I mean, and you're playing Pac-Man, who has a tendency to kind of be a little hard to deal with, and especially with the crazy combos that he can pull off. So we'll see what we're able to do. That nair is going to put you into can position there. I love the avoidance button and F-tilt. Ooh, that was a nasty little sneak in there.
GOCK and RARI was getting creative with the can movement in that last little sequence there. He was throwing it every which way. The nair to send it down, a bunch of other things. You never knew which way it was coming. And eventually, Izaiah is going to fall to it. As we have 1-1.
This is going to be, I can feel it a lot. I can feel it in myself that this is going to be one of those back and forth kind of sets.
Yeah, it really could be. This and this could be by the nature of this. This could be one of those that we're in for the long run. So kick your feet up, grab some popcorn, make yourself comfortable. Yeah. Because this could be a long one, folks.
Yep. But we'll see here as we hop into this game number 3 here. Now I'm curious to were both of those first games on Small Battlefield?
Don't remember.
All right, perfect. I don't either. That's why I
asked. Not totally sure, but we're getting right to scrapping.
Yep.
Pretty quick damage getting put on, all things considered, as the can is going to self-inflicts some damage there. GOCK runs up, tries to get a grab, but just can't read the movement properly.
Yeah, having a hard time really getting in against Izaiah.
It's not easy. Izaiah makes it pretty hard to have it invade his space.
Yeah, and especially on a stage that is as big as PS2, it definitely becomes a lot harder. Because you have so many moves that you can use, and not just moves, but Pac-Man is surprisingly evasive as a character.
He is. He really is. The way that he can stall with Hydrant and even up air, adding this like weird level of like movement ambiguity, it can be really tough to pin him down, even when he doesn't have a setup on or below or near a platform, which he often does, especially in a matchup that gives you this much space.
Yeah, really like how everything is playing out here for Izaiah, doing such a good job avoiding Can, not really caring too much about it. He's got a bell in hand. What can we do with it? RARI is very clearly scared of it, so you got to find something. But, ooh, I like that a lot. Now, stacking a bunch of knockback into the Can, and then, yikes. Ooh, yeah, just forcing a lot of errors out of Izaiah to get a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah, and I was just about to comment on how Izaiah has kind of switched to a more grounded game, and it has worked out for him pretty well, and then he jumped and he died for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So whenever Izaiah is able to find feet consistently, set up one of those platforms, and really move laterally rather than vertically, that's when he's finding the most success.
Yeah.
That gunman does sit there forever.
Yeah, he sits there forever.
He's hanging out.
Every time you hit him, he stays there for longer as well.
I love it. I love it.
Ooh, unable to get a confirm off the bell, but that down air isn't going to secure the stock just yet, sending them in the wrong direction if you're Izaiah, but RARI is loving that a lot because you're getting a lot of play right now.
You really are. He is just going to set it up and get through everything. And I wonder if that's going to flip a switch for Izaiah and make him go for that key a little bit more often, because the consistency with the bell isn't there as much as it usually is because of how many things can get in the way. Yeah, the key's going to dice through all of them.
Yeah, key goes through all of those things. We saw it go straight through the gunman, straight through the can, straight through the what was that, clay pigeon. So it's definitely one of those moves that is going to be a lot more helpful in these last stock situations, or in these last that's higher percent situations, more so than it usually is in any other set.
Yeah, mostly just for like the timing mix-up factor is not one that you have as much on your side when you have key instead of bell.
Yeah.
But with how much it comes through, it might be something that Izaiah looks towards a little bit more often than you would typically see. Once in a set is already like one more time than you usually see.
Yeah, exactly. You don't really see Pac-Man's opt for that move very often.
Izaiah just taking his time here in the corner. Eventually he pushes forward, gets hit with the can for it. And RARI is just placing these cans so beautifully.
Yeah, and Izaiah's having such a hard time really getting around him. Like we said before, Izaiah was playing really, really well when they were playing grounded. The second they're in the air, RARI is right there with them.
Yeah. The moment he jumps up, RARI is setting up a confusing and dangerous Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah.
And just putting him through the ringer. On that platform, bell in his hand yet again. Izaiah with the timing mix up, and he catches GOCK without any sort of a setup here. And Izaiah really the world really is his oyster right now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to hit Gunman with the bell. Can't quite get it done as the Nair is going to send GOCK off stage. That down air, not quite going to get it done. It's a very consistent kill move there for Pac-Man, as he still can't find it. RARI up, he makes it back in his own can.
Yeah.
Is going to be his demise.
A la Snake there, you got to kind of allow yourself to know that you're definitely going to get hit by that can every once in a while, right?
Yeah,
like it's going to happen. So you kind of saw RARI kind of react a little bit there. Obviously not the best situation to be in, but if we can capitalize off of these Galagas blowing up the can for you, that's going to do a lot of wonders as well for RARI.
Can and the clay pigeon posing a threatening wall, a great wall, as RARI puts on even more damage, just making it so hard for Izaiah to find any type of safe footing, but the moment he does, he makes him pay for it. A good parry. Izaiah is locking down the timings, he's locking down the spacings a little bit more as we move on through this set.
Yeah, that can was in such a dangerous position for Izaiah, though. I mean, you had the bell in hand, you were ready for it, but unfortunately for you, it is going to blow you up while trying to edge guard, and now RARI is in such a good position. He's at the 53%. You're not really too worried about any confirms or anything like that, and you can very comfortably sit back and let Izaiah kind of do the work for you.
Wait a minute, when you're off stage, this could be rough, because RARI totally could have cleaned this up earlier after Izaiah missed that grab. That could have been an F smash. But now Izaiah trying to find a way to land, and he does just that, and we found ourselves with a pretty even game here. RARI could lose his stock at any time, as Izaiah has bell and potentially key at his disposal. He's going to throw the bell and give himself that option. And now it's just 2 win conditions back and forth. The can laying stake in the middle of the stage, and Izaiah running around with his win condition, looking for any chance he can get. And he can't find the bell. GOCK and RARI gets it done last hit.
Yeah, that gunman coming in clutch towards the end there and sending, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the gunmen send you at a bunch of different angles depending on which one.
They do, yeah.
And I think that might have been one of the only ones that was actually going to kill Izaiah there.
Yeah, I don't think the other ones would have done it there. Yeah. Yeah, and Izaiah very, very seldom has been getting hit by gunmen. He's been doing a good job avoiding those, but right when it matters most, GOCK and RARI finds a way to make it happen as he looks to take this stock here. This set here, rather, in relatively clean 3-1 fashion.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see where the setups go. We'll see if Izaiah... the thing that I'm going to be looking for is whether Izaiah is going to keep trying to approach vertically or if he's going to stick to a more grounded game plan. So far, it's looking like he's trying to stay grounded, but GOCK and RARI is making it work whether he is airborne or stuck to the ground.
Yep. GOCK and RARI has become the game that Izaiah was able to take was because he stayed so grounded. But ever since that game, GOCK and RARI has done such a good job allowing, just adapting to that and allowing themselves to just not be afraid of Pac-Man on the ground at all and forcing Izaiah into the air.
Yeah, and he's done such a good job just putting those set pieces right in his way and really not giving Izaiah many options to get around them. As he rolls through that can, the up smash is going to meet him halfway.
Yeah. So we'll see here. Able to toss the bell out as we keep moving here, but I mean, hey, you got to find something. Unable to really get it confirmed there, and GOCK and RARI is going to fire right back. Love the up tilt on the can there as a confirm, but Izaiah is able to find a little bit of something there.
Yeah, finds a jab lock, tacks on some more damage. As bell in his hand, he's always going to be a threat, but he's forced to sit up on that platform. He really just has to wait for GOCK and RARI to extend all of his resources. And even when he does that, he's still going to get hit by it. Patience be damned, GOCK and RARI is going to find these openings.
Yeah, and Izaiah able to sneak in that back air as well. Good for him, but it's not really stopping bleeding too much. Love the clay pigeon to break up the combo that surely was coming with that Galaga. Fantastic stuff for GOCK and RARI, breaking the hydrant as well. We're doing such a good job.
Doing everything he can to avoid that can. Finally does so, gets himself back on the stage, but only for a brief moment. The gunman gets dropped below stage. Izaiah finds the ledge. The can's misplaced.
It's been so hard because maybe we might need to see different fruits coming out from Izaiah to see how those interact with everything else, because you've been unable to really get good confirms out of the bell due to a lot of those disruptor moves. Fantastic forward throw confirmed. GOCK and RARI is sitting in such a fantastic position against Izaiah here.
And that was a beautiful setup off of that grab. He just let that can fall into place and made the forward throw work. Now GOCK and RARI retreats, rolls into a grab. Izaiah needs to get a lot off of this stage pressure here if he wants a shot, but he's forced to run backwards if he ever wants to grab bell.
Yeah.
Because if he throws it forward like you often would, you take stage, then grab the bell after throwing it forwards.
Yeah.
GOCK and RARI is going to block it off with the can, with a clay pigeon, something like that. So Izaiah is forced to give up so much stage pressure if he ever wants to get bell in his hand. Yeah. And that's how you win game as Pac-Man. You need bell in your hand.
You need bell, you need that stage control. And without those two things are so hard. But we're going to get a quick confirm. Love the drag down, unable to get anything out of it, unfortunately for GOCK and RARI. But if you're Izaiah, you're counting your lucky stars because that is such a massive opportunity for you.
And a lot of stars to count here for Izaiah, as he's going to sit at ledge. The down throw on that bell, he's expended that trick. GOCK and RARI hasn't been hit by it since that first game.
Yeah.
And it's just been dominant. So there's the key that we were talking about.
Yeah,
just turns around, throw it through everything. He's got to use all of the tools that he has left in his belt.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a Galaga combo there. Good stuff for Izaiah, but you gotta get a little bit more than that if you want to stay in the game here. Love the Hydra placement to catch that the little bit of shield that wasn't being protected, but unfortunately that is just not enough.
Charging up, Fruits Galaga Bug online. That could be a lot of damage for Izaiah. Looking for everything he can find. Turns around, gets a forward air. The can threatening up top. You got to be careful about how you land. Yeah. And Izaiah isn't careful enough. GOCK and RARI, a little pop off there as he